Get ready, America, for this is the best of Destination Small Town, a Cluck TV production, featuring the shows that have taken Sweet Swine County by storm. The reality hit, The Real Housewives of Sweet Swine County, Sweet Swine's favorite music show, Backstage at the Commune, the tastefully done cooking segment, Cooking It Up with Betty, the always zany soap opera, As the Corn Grows, and of course, the wildly popular talk shows that share what's happening inside and outside Sweet Swine County. Which shows will you be seeing today? Stay tuned and find out right after the break.
Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by three sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now on this station and the web.
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of Plowing Through Life by renowned life coach Elmer Plow. Elmer shares his proven 5-step plan for a better life. With advice that includes get a grip and snap out of it, Elmer's program is so ingenious in its simplicity and detail. It's sure to help a couple of people. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit destinationsmalltown.com.
The lifestyles led in the small towns and counties of the Midwest are like no other, but we seldom hear about the points of interest and businesses located in these towns. Well, there's one TV station that's made it their mission to make sure the stories of the small towns of the Midwest are told, Cluck TV. That's right, Cluck TV, located in the neighboring county of Sweet Swine. See all the towns that are covered on KLUKTV.com.
Our Story Productions presents the Cocklebur Morning Show, where we weed out the big stories from throughout Sweet Swine County with Sally Sue and guest host Ronnie Silage.
Oh, thank you, and welcome to the Cocklebur Morning Show, and welcome to you, Ronnie.
Well, thank you, Sally Sue. You know, when I found out that Bobby Ray was indisposed and you asked me to come here, I was delighted.
Actually, Ronnie, Bobby Ray is on assignment at the Sweet Swine County Museum. There's an exhibit there that is honoring the late, great Aunt Ella.
Aunt Ella. Yes, I read all about it in our newspaper, the Daily Boer. You know what it says in the exhibit? It says in the exhibit that Aunt Ella organized the first Elvis Club in Sweet Swine County, but then she gave it up because Hound Dog came out, and she thought Hound Dog made fun of sad-eyed dogs, and she's an animal lover, so she gave it up. But did you know, it also says in the exhibit, that she, during the Nixon-Kennedy debate period, she wrote a letter to Jack Kennedy saying, buddy, you wear some makeup. And we know what happened there, don't we?
Well, Ronnie, that's very interesting.
Did you know that Aunt Ella was also a musician?
No.
She played all the county fairs everywhere, and she created the sound. It says in the exhibit, she created the sound that became the sound of Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Really? Oh, yes. Well, Ronnie, she's great. That's great. But we need to get back to the Cocklebur Morning Show. Okay. Now it's time to introduce our guests.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Sally, we are now going to have a guest from the town of Split Hoof.
Really?
And you know who's from Split Hoof?
Oh, yes.
Prairie Ann is from Split Hoof, and you know how I feel about her. In fact, she's always been my muse. I just love her. As the poet Larry had, I've got a poem for her. It's called...
Ronnie, our guest.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, from the town of Split Hoof, we bring you part-time prosecuting attorney Kent Kingsley!
Welcome, Mr. Kingsley.
Well, thank you, but I would prefer to be called Reverend Bill.
Reverend Bill.
Well, you see, I'm part-time reverend when I'm in Cornrow, and I'm part-time prosecuting attorney when I'm in Split Hoof.
Hey, now, didn't I see you at Elmer Plow's trial?
Yes, you certainly did, but that's not really why I'm here, not what I'm here to talk about.
No. Mr. Kingsley, Reverend Bill, I understand that you're opening a retail store in Split Hoof?
Yes, I'm opening a shoe store.
A shoe store? Oh, we need a shoe store.
Yes, I thought I'd combine my talents, you know, the reverend part and the fancy footwear part.
Sure,
so we're going to open Soul Man Shoes.
Hey, a shoe store. I need some work boots because I've been working a lot out at Aunt Katie's farm and Aunt Ella's farm.
Reverend Bill, what kind of shoes are you going to be handling?
We're
Can you
going
show
to
us?
have Sweet Swine County shoes. We're going to produce them in the county.
Okay.
My cousin Tina has set up a shop in her old barn.
I didn't know she did that.
Oh, yes. And we're going to produce most of them from Sweet Swine County pig skin.
Oh,
Well,
what
can
a
we
good
see some?
idea. Yes.
Well, this is one that is not Sweet Swine County pigskin, but Ronnie, you said that you needed a work boot. This one
There you go, honey.
will protect you.
Right there.
It's waterproof and it's
Wonderful.
mud-proof unless you get in too deep. And it's yellow because then you will never lose it.
These boots was made for
and it
walking.
goes with your hat really
Yes.
well. It's so
Matches your
coordinated.
hat.
It's great.
And then, Ronnie, for someone who is a little more into something a little more fancy,
Well, that'll take me forever to lace. up.
actually, you only have to lace this boot one time, and then you take it off this way.
I bet that
A
was
zipper on
Tina's
each side.
idea.
Tina's idea.
Tina
Tina's
came up with
idea.
that?
Oh, she's
And
such a
then you
talented
zip it
girl.
back up.
Ooh, Tina,
my.
these boots was made for walking.
Of course, you know,
think that's what she
we
had in
can't
mind.
forget the people who like the Western style.
Ooh,
We have this beautiful red
that's prairie
patent leather
My
boot
favorite
with
color.
white diamonds.
Love
If you go to Las Vegas or something, maybe it'll bring you luck.
Oh, never know.
We're only making them to begin with in men's sizes, but
been to Vegas.
ladies, if they like the styles, certainly we'll make them in your size.
That's
cool.
good. That's good.
But
I
that's-
just
that's
love
got Prairie
this.
Ann written all
but-
over it. Prairie Ann written all over
Since we're in Sweet Swine County and the color of money is the color of pigs, we're adding a little pink to this boot.
Pretty. Nice.
Now, that's Prairie
I like the
Ann.
detailing.
That's Prairie Ann in April. I
Well,
think
don't
that's
you
a color.
don't you really think that this boot's really made for walking?
Woo! That boots is made
That-
for
I
walking.
can- I-
And that's just what they do.
This is really nice.
those
Okay.
boots are
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
You know, Ronnie, we know that economic times are not the best for everyone. A lot of people don't have a lot of gold in their pocket, but there's no reason why you couldn't wear this Elvis
Stunning.
Presley beauty.
Stunning.
Look at that buckle.
Yeah, beautiful.
We're gonna reproduce this shoe
really
just for whoever wants it.
Elvis
Beautiful.
again.
It's-
Elvis again.
It is
Yep.
gorgeous.
Elvis, kind of a
I
theme
love
going
that.
here
It's
today.
Just, I
Elvis,
think so.
you know?
This
We're
is
also
beautiful.
going to produce
wow.
this red, white, and blue beauty.
Oh.
I don't know if we'll have it done in time for the 4th of July, but this was
Beautiful.
originally produced during the presidency of George W.
Really?
Really?
W.
They actually made them for him. I have a picture where he's holding
What, do you
one.
go golfing in these or what?
Well, if you have golf things on the bottom,
That's
Wow,
beautiful.
that is
That's
just
pretty.
gorgeous.
and if you're really not into the patriotic look, but you want something that's
beautiful.
a lot like that, and you're more into the grape, you know?
A Merlot.
Yeah, or
That would
Merlot.
be a
Here's this
Merlot.
beautiful purple job. It's just like that one, you see.
Merlot bowling.
And we
This
can make
is
these, you know, in any
beautiful.
color combination you want. Any color combination you want.
Oh,
Any
this is
kind of color.
pretty.
Any color we can find.
Wow,
Tina does that.
pretty.
Yeah, well, we have the, you know, the pig skin
Yeah.
dyed to the
Yeah.
color you want it. And since this is pig country, pink country, this is the newest model here. Summer sandals. When you look at these, you're wearing these in the summer. You can imagine how much money's going to be in your pocket when you sell those hogs in the fall.
That's right.
I
Sweet
And remember,
I
we
see.
can
Oh,
just
look at
remember,
Sweet swine sandal.
we may eat the meat,
It's
but we're going
beautiful.
to use the hide to make the shoes.
Oh.
Very
You know,
clever, very clever.
Right.
Look at this. It's
He's a
all this.
marketer.
And
He's
if you travel somewhere where you may be in a little bit of a precarious situation,
that
this
would
is
be
great to look at, but hey, It's got steel toe. It's pointed.
Woo.
It may be a good protector.
Now, does Tina do this detailing?
Tina does all the detail. Her
That
favorite
is
design is the
gorgeous.
dragon design, but she can put
Look
any
at
design
that.
on there.
Look at that.
You know,
She could maybe put a pig?
she could put your cap logo right on there.
A pig.
You might have to check for the patent on
I
that.
could have
but
some corn shoes. Anyway,
could have corn shoes.
That's
talking
gorgeous.
about Elvis. Now,
Right.
this is
Yeah.
Elvis.
And Ronnie,
Yeah.
Older
when you
young.
get all
This is
duded up,
pretty.
really duded up, then you really should wear this job here.
Oh, look at that.
we ain't in Kansas anymore.
No, we're in Sweet Swine
Beautiful.
County.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Wow,
Did
it's
you
kinda
steal those
blinding.
from that museum up there in Grand Rapids? Did you steal the museum?
No, actually, we made those. We made those.
You made them. Okay. All right.
Oh, this is
Yeah, that's a sample.
this is beautiful.
These are all samples.
That's Reverend Bill. When is your store going to be opening?
Well,
up?
we're looking like maybe a month and a half or so.
Oh,
We
really?
actually hope so.
Oh,
But in the
okay.
meantime, you can travel, to the next county, to Martin, to the city of Fairmont,
Oh,
because we
okay.
have samples for sale at Mixed Nuts.
Mixed Nuts.
Fun store.
Great
fun
store up there in
Love it.
Fairmont.
Yes,
Yeah.
And you look
yes.
at those. If you don't like the colors you find now, we can make them in your color.
Okay, wonderful.
custom-made
Well,
shoes.
oh, that's great. Well, Reverend Bill, we would love to thank you for coming today and showing us all your samples, and we wish you luck with your new store.
Well, thank you. I've enjoyed it.
What is it? Okay, Ronnie, would you like to read a poem?
Oh, I'd just be honored to read a poem,
ahead.
Sally
It would be
Sue.
wonderful.
Well,
We'd love to
this
hear
one
it.
is about Prairie Ann. We was talking about her being from Split
Yeah,
Hoof and all, and she's just been my muse for years. I kind of grew up with her, and we go way back. Anyway, this
okay,
is called Ode to Prairie Ann.
Haven't we heard this?
No.
Oh,
This is a new version.
Okay, okay.
Here we go. Okay. Your giddy-up got me from the get-go, branding our hearts for the ages. Perhaps we should be put in cages, as together we, like the corn, grow and grow and grow.
Okay, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, the poetry of Ronnie P. Siley. Wonderful, wonderful.
Reverend Bill.
Thank you. It was delightful. Good luck with your new store.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
Get ready for a website like no other. A website where you will find stories done by reporters, tourists, and celebrities from Sweet Swine County. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County. With nothing happening in their county, they decided to do some stories about the businesses and points of interest located in their neighboring towns and counties. Take a unique look at life inside the small towns of the Midwest by visiting DestinationSmallTown.com.
This program has been made possible by Purdue University, Sweet Swine County's Institute of Higher Learning, with 3 classroom trailers that can accommodate up to 9 students each. To learn more, visit sweetswinescoop.com. This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns, with the release of Poems I Wrote and More Poems I Wrote by Sweet Swine County's own Poet Laureate, Ronnie P. Silage. After serving as Poet Laureate of Sweet Swine County for over 20 years, Ronnie was encouraged to put his poetic masterpiece in book form for all to cherish and enjoy. With a wealth of life experiences to draw upon, Ronnie P. is a veritable pit of poetic musings and life lessons learned. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
What's Cooking? A KLUK TV production. Starring Abby Appetite, Lenny and Lola Leftover. Their destination, outside Sweet Swine County. Their purpose, to share their discoveries of the best cafes, restaurants, bakeries, supper clubs, and night spots. It all began when they realized food options in Sweet Swine County were limited. Now you can learn what they learned, with hundreds of food options. What's cooking, in living color on the web.
Get ready, America, because you're about to see the best of Split Hoof tonight, Sweet Swine County's #1 late night show.
Live from Sweet Swine County, where every day is sweet, it's Split Hoof Tonight with Billy Gates and the Broken Windows Band. Hi, I'm Earl Silo, and now let's welcome Sweet Swine's one and only Cousin John.
Hey folks, thanks a lot. Hey, welcome back to another great episode of Split Hoof Tonight.
Split Hoof Tonight.
I think this is like number 28. We've been doing this a long time. That's a great thing. You know, Earl, I was watching TV the other night. You know, it's really funny. You know that the president's got problems when the late night hosts start to pick on him. They've been hammering on him. Leno talks about the other night, he goes, have you heard about the Obama value meal at McDonald's? You walk up to the counter, you order whatever you want to have, and the guy behind you has to pay for it. Anyway, Earl, what do you call lunch when Obama has lunch with a convicted felon?
I have no idea.
They call that fundraising. Anyway, folks, hey, stick around. We got a great show for you, but right now we're going to take a look at something that's going on outside Sweet Swine County. We'll be right back.
Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by 3 sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now on this station and the web.
Hey, thank you, folks. Hey, welcome back to another great episode of Split Hoof Tonight. Earl, what do you got there?
It's my script.
Your script?
Well, yeah, it's my script. Maybe you didn't know it, Cousin John, but, well, I'm a celebrity.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know, I was asked to do some television spots about towns and some other really interesting points outside Sweet Swine County.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing it's probably
So you say-
because I'm a celebrity.
But points that you haven't been to, right?
They didn't say anything about that.
Earl, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what. We can talk about this later. What do you say it's time to bring out our guest?
Good idea.
Okay. Hey, folks, we got a great treat for you tonight. We got a great friend of the show, a great friend of Our Story Productions. Please join us in welcoming from the big city of Mankato, our friend Lonesome Ron. This is a good treat for you guys. We got Lonesome Ron. And Earl, did you realize that we're sitting with royalty tonight?
I did not.
No, folks, this is Lonesome Ron, king, not prince, king of the Valley Yodelers. So Ron, tell me, I know you live up in Minnesota River Valley, and Mankato, the big city, is kind of your home base. But share with the audience just a little bit, what your type of music is, what you like to do, we all know you because we've been around here, but tell the folks at home a little bit about what you do.
Well, I do a lot of cowboy music now. I grew up watching Roy Rogers and Gene Autry, and I heard their music. I thought, this sounds really good. So I thought, why don't I start learning some of the old songs like Whoopie-Tie-I-O and Home on the Range and all those greats that made America great.
Now, what type of venues do you normally play at? Is it just little things like, we got our little deal here, but what else do you play at?
Well, I play a lot of fairs and festivals, county fairs, whoever calls. Last year I played at the John Deere Festival down in Waterloo, Iowa, and that was a great time.
Well, that's a big deal. Waterloo and John Deere, that's the home country for them. That's a big deal. I understand that just recently that you got a grant from Prairie Lakes Arts Association.
Right.
What are we going to do there? What's that for?
I'm going to record cowboy songs. I got about a dozen of the old ones I'm going to record, and a few originals that I've written over the years.
Let me ask you this. Is there a possibility we could talk you into maybe honoring us and our listening audience with a little song?
Sure. I'll do one song that I was going to do on the CD.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Hey, folks, Lonesome Ron.
This is a song I wrote about a camp cook. And he does the most work on the cattle drive. He always makes sure people are fed. His name is Chuck Wagon Joe. There's a trailhand that we all know. The name he goes by, Chuck Wagon Joe. When lunch is ready, he'll ring that bell. Come and get it, you can hear him yell. Cattle rise up at break of dawn, and we get ready to move them on. We'll smell that bacon across the plain. It's breakfast time on the open range, working from morning till setting sun. Even when it's storming, his job gets done. We'll gather round the dinner bell, then we'll know that we'll all eat well. Sourdough biscuits and ham gravy, and the best cornbread on the whole prairie. When stars are shining and all is still, there'll be hot coffee to fight the chill. He'll have our trail set for the morning hour. He's aimed the wagon right at the stars, working from morning till setting sun. Even when it's storming, his job gets done. And when the angels ride him away, in a supper time on Judgment Day, come and get it, you'll hear him cry. From the big chuck wagon roaming in the sky. From the big chuck wagon roaming in the sky. Thank you.
Oh, that was awesome. Now, I know earlier we talked a little bit about you go to fairs and different exhibits and that type of thing. Do you also do like smaller venues too?
I sure do. And you can find me, just go to my website. It's www.lonesomeron.com, and there you can find all the contact information you need.
Well, that's great. I hate to bug you, but could we shoot for one more?
Oh, sure.
That's great. Hey, folks, let's hear Lonesome Ron one more time.
This song's about a cowboy who falls in love, and he's ready to get married. He's got one more cattle drive to go, and he's looking forward to getting back home and finding his wife and getting married. It goes like this. Chasing the longhorns through sagebrush and sand, with Molly caught up in my mind. In just one more day we'll be in Cheyenne and leave all the cattle behind. Oh Molly, dear Molly, tomorrow I will be home, and I'm gonna buy you a big diamond ring, and then I can call you my own. Oh, the days they were lonely, the nights they were cold. Last week we stopped a stampede, but now I'm just yearning for Molly to hold. She's the only one that I need. Oh Molly, dear Molly, tomorrow I will be home, and I'm gonna buy you a big diamond ring, and then I can call you my own. Yodeloo, yeah, yodeloo, dee-oh, ah, yo-dee, yodeloo, yeah, yodeloo, yodeloo, doo-loo, dee-oh, lo-lay-lo-dee. When the sun hits the valley and it's breakfast time, we see the first rays of the morn. I'll pack up my bedroll and strap it behind, 'cause then we'll be moving on. Oh Molly, dear Molly, tomorrow I will be home, and I'm gonna buy you a big diamond ring, and then I can call you my own. From the far hills behind to the blue skies ahead, the prairie dogs scamper away. But I'll be asleep in a soft feather bed as soon as I pick up my pay. Oh Molly, dear Molly, tomorrow I will be home, and I'm gonna buy you a big diamond ring, and then I can call you my own. Yes, I'm gonna buy you a big diamond ring, and then I can call you my own.
Oh, that was great. You know what? Yeah, I think of the time frame of these cowboy songs, you know, when the cattle drives out west were going on. And that kind of fits with the, what is it, the 150th anniversary of the Civil War. That's kind of a big thing for some of your music too, isn't it?
Well, right. I do several Civil War songs as well. And the Civil War is part of history. It's part of the American history. And cattle drives started up shortly thereafter. And the big cattle drives, driving the herds from Texas all the way up to Abilene, put them on the railroad. And the songs came along with that. And I think some of the songs even may have come from the Civil War. And when the cowboys sing, they sing the songs they know. And if they know Civil War songs, they sing them because a lot of soldiers went on to join cattle drives later on.
Okay, you know, folks, we talked about already about Ron's website a little bit, but also you can go on, and he'd really like this too. Go ahead and like him on Facebook. That's Lonesome Ron, right?
Right.
As Lonesome Ron, that's great. And folks in the audience, studio audience, one more time, Earl, just going to show why this is the hottest ticket in town. Folks, you guys get an official Lonesome Ron wooden nickel. Good for one cowboy song. You know, my friend, thank you so much for coming and seeing us tonight. You know, we love your talent here, but it's more about, you know, the history. You know, Earl, he gives us a snapshot in time.
You could say that.
Of just how things were a long time ago out on the prairie, driving the cattle across the country. What a deal. Folks, thanks for stopping by tonight. I tell you what, we had a great time. Yes.
Great.
We got to go now. Good night, everybody.
Program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publication, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tale Publications is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of I Married a Swine by Destiny Disaster. Born in the Bronx, the youngest of 13 children, she learned how to fight for what she wanted at a very tender age. With stars in her eyes and a dream in her heart, she left home at 16 and set out to make it on the Big White Way. Undeterred by the competition, she found herself waiting tables at the Footlight Cafe in order to keep a roof over her head when a chance meeting led to what she believed to be the love of her life. Boy, was she wrong. You can't judge a book by its cover, girls, and this guy's cover was every girl's fantasy. Rich, handsome, funny. That is, until she married the guy. What happened next? Well, you'll just have to buy the book. It's worth every penny in life lessons learned. She got out with her life, and next time she'll have her eyes wide open to what lies beneath. Each of these towns are being considered for a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns, visit destinationsmalltown.com.
Who are these people and what are they doing? Well, they're talk show hosts, tourists, celebrities, and reporters from your neighboring county of Sweet Swine. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County, and they're sharing what they've learned about the businesses and points of interest in the small towns of the Midwest. Learn all that they learned on destinationsmalltown.com.
This program has been made possible by the Swine Song Commune, where musicians, artists, and hippie types live together and share their passions. To learn more, visit the online magazine at sweetswinescoop.com.